Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at duets where you can tell the artists click from the song alone.
Young and we don't know.
It's your turn.
I know, I thought I'd just jump in any place.
Number 10, Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, When You Believe. This track was originally recorded for DreamWorks' movie The Prince of Egypt. At the time, both Houston and Carey were at the peak of their vocal prowess. It's a soaring, inspirational ballad where each singer shines brilliantly. They sing the verses in turn and then join together for the song's final crescendo. Their chemistry shines magnificently at this point, making for an elegant yet fiery climax. It was also historic because, for some reason, the media was convinced the pair hated each other. This was a complete fabrication, however, and they had a blast working together. Apparently, they had to record their parts separately, but this was entirely false, and the pair only had nice things to say about each other when interviewed. Number 9, Barbra Streisand and Neil Diamond, You Don't Bring Me Flowers.
They talk to me anymore. Come through the door at the end of the day.
Originally, this was intended to be the theme song for the sitcom All That Glitters. When the show's creator decided to settle for something else, Diamond released it on his 1977 album.
What used to be's don't count anymore, they just lay on the floor till we sweep them away.
It was initially just a solo performance and was covered by Barbra Streisand the next year. Radio stations seemed fond of turning it into a duet between the two as they mixed both versions together.
I could learn, so I'd tell you.
It was so popular that the duet became a reality, and it dominated the billboards. From the opening lines, the chemistry is undeniable, making it one of the most poignant duets in pop history.
You don't bring me flowers.
Number 8, Aretha Franklin and George Michael, I Knew You Were Waiting for Me.
Though I went through some nights.
Long before collaborating, Michael was a massive fan of Franklin's work. The Queen of Soul was such a favourite of his that he found the idea of a duet together terrifying. When Franklin was finally approached, it took little effort to convince her. The final result is one of the most joyous and triumphant sounding duets ever. It's simultaneously an 80s classic and a timeless anthem. Beyond the vocal chemistry, this track was culturally significant for having a young pop star sing alongside soul's greatest legend. To Michael, it was a dream come true. Number 7, Diana Ross and Lionel Richie, Endless Love. According to Billboard in 2013, this is the best duet in history. While we also love the song, it doesn't top our list. Still, there's a plethora of ways to praise this song. Ross and Richie's vocals blend in perfect harmony, achieving a level of intimacy few duets come close to reaching.
I want to share all my love with you.
It became Ross's best-selling release and was even nominated for an Oscar. For 3 entire weeks, it topped 3 separate Billboard charts. In the decades since, there has been countless covers, but none that can match the intensity and chemistry that seeps from the original.
You know I don't mind. Oh, you know I don't mind.
Number 6, Beyoncé and Shakira, Beautiful Liar. This duet brought together 2 of the biggest global superstars of their era. In uniting Beyoncé and Shakira, the song resulted in a mesmerizing display of their talents. Their vocal chemistry is effortless, with a seamless intertwining of their distinct voices.
And I wish I could free you of the hurt and the pain, but the answer is simple.
Beyond the vocals, it's stylistically interesting, combining the R&B of Beyoncé with the Latin beats of Shakira. The lyrics are exceptionally unique for a duet, with both singers being interested in the same dude, but ultimately deciding not to bother. Its video was also iconic, with choreography that was created pretty much on the spot. The duo only had 40 minutes to practice, with Shakira coming up with the bulk of it.
Shakira, Shakira.
Number 5, Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, Shallow. While Lady Gaga is primarily a musician, she's also a skilled actress, as shown by her performance in A Star Is Born. The movie's most pivotal track was Shallow, which was released alongside it as its lead single. It became an instant classic, getting nominated for 7 Grammy Awards and winning the Oscar for Best Song. It's more than deserving of these accolades, being arguably the most emotional duet in cinema history. A major factor is the genuine chemistry you can feel between the performers. Their voices complement each other wonderfully, with Cooper's rough delivery contrasting heavily with Gaga's powerful vocals. Their on-screen performance is so convincing that their chemistry feels completely real. Number 4, Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton, Islands in the Stream. Originally, this track was written with Diana Ross in mind, but it was eventually adapted to a soft rock style closer to Parton and Rogers' typical style. The result was a brilliant display of seamless chemistry. From the song's opening lines, their voices blend effortlessly, with Kenny's smooth tones magnificently complementing Parton's bright voice.
Islands in the stream, that is what we are. No one in between.
Since the original recording, Parton and Rogers maintained a strong friendship. They've performed the song countless times in the past few decades, with a final performance in 2017 before Rogers' retirement.
Hold me closer and I feel no pain every beat of my heart.
Its timeless melody and upbeat energy make it an easy pick for our top 10.
And we rely on each other, from one lover to another.
Number 3, Marvin Gaye and Tammi Terrell, Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far.
When you think of romantic duets, this tune is probably one of the first that comes to mind. This Motown classic is not just a love song, but also an anthem of resilience. From the very first verse, you can hear the infectious energy between the vocalists.
Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you.
A fantastic fact about the original recording is that Terrell didn't rehearse the lyrics beforehand, although this didn't seem to be much of an issue. The two also recorded their parts entirely separately, though you can barely tell.
Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough.
It quickly became one of Motown's most defining hits, and while it's been covered multiple times, no version tops the original in our estimations.
Just call my name, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry.
Number 2, Sonny and Cher, I Got You Babe.
They say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we grow.
Back in the 60s, Sonny and Cher were one of the most famous pop duos, and remain as one of music's most iconic couples. The pair divorced in 1975, but became musical giants during the 60s. One of the biggest factors for their success was I Got You Babe.
I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
At the time, the pair were head over heels for each other, with their romance seeping through into their performance. Interestingly, Cher initially hated the song, yet it became their most successful. It was released in 1965 and sold over 1 million copies in the same year.
Babe. I got you, babe.
It has since become one of music's most beloved duets, and its timeless charm will keep it cherished for decades to come. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Ariana Grande and The Weeknd, Love Me Harder. This collab between giants has since gone quintuple platinum. Celine Dion and Peabo Bryson, Beauty and the Beast. This duet was a highlight of Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Natalie Cole and Nat King Cole, Unforgettable. Doesn't everybody remember this duet?
That's why, darling, it's incredible.
Brandy and Monica, The Boy Is Mine. A fake rivalry made this a bestseller.
That boy
Robbie Williams and Kylie Minogue, Kids. There was so much chemistry, Robbie insisted it became a duet.
Till something sticks. Don't mind doing it for the kids.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Elton John and Kiki D, Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
Don't go breaking my heart. I couldn't if I tried.
Topping off our list is one of the most infectiously upbeat duets in history. It was massively inspired by Motown classics like the previously discussed Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Ironically, it received mixed reviews at release, with NME wishing they'd written a more memorable song than this. Almost 50 years later, it's considered one of the greatest duets ever. It was the duo's first ever #1 and a staple of the 70s. No matter what you're doing or how you're feeling, it's a challenge to listen to this song without smiling.
Don't go breaking my heart.
I won't go breaking your heart.
Which pop duet do you think clicked the hardest? Drop them down in the comments below.
That my faith is justified.
Are you sure?
Yes,
'Cause I'm sure down deep inside.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.